These are pelagic seabirds that feed primarily by diving in the water. They breed in large colonies on coastal cliffs or offshore islands, nesting in crevices among rocks or in burrows in the soil. An Atlantic puffin couple raises their young together. The chicks need to eat 5 meals a day. The parents will take turns finding food for it. When food is scarce, they're flying 50 kilometers out to sea to find food. After arriving at a place where fish are likely to gather, they dive into the sea in search of prey. Atlantic puffins can stay underwater for more than a minute. Depth can reach 40 meters. This is an important source of nutrition for Atlantic puffins. This fish provides quality fats and proteins. After catching prey, he has another 50 kilometers to fly back to the nest. After a 100-kilometer round trip, it encountered a group of air pirates who controlled the offshore coast. This is Theprositic jaeger, or Arctic skua, is a seabird in the skua family Stercoraridae. Kleptoparasitism is a major source of food for this species during migration and winter, and is where the name is derived from. Flying long distances and carrying food. Clearly, the Atlantic puffin is at a big disadvantage. The wings of the parasitic jaeger are long, narrow, and pointed at the tip, useful for them to fly fast, agile, and perform impressive aerial chases to steal prey from other birds. To keep the food you brought back after all your hard work, Atlantic puffin had to choose the right moment, take off quickly while the thief is not paying attention. But the parasitic jaeger is very aggressive and patient when it comes to prey. In addition, it is also very maneuverable, capable of changing direction quickly while flying. Finally, the Atlantic puffin was lucky to escape after an arduous journey searching for food. Fortunately, the Atlantic puffin brought prey back to the nest for its young. Other Atlantic puffins were not so lucky. Even when the Atlantic puffin has reached the nest door, some lazy birds still do not spare them. The gull is twice as large as the Atlantic puffin. Easily pull an Atlantic puffin out of its nest, then plunder the food of this poor bird. But the greatest threat to sea eagles is the red-billed gull. They're about the size of an Atlantic puffin, but they hunt in packs. The red-billed gull's weapons are not enough to grab food in the air. They rely on numerical superiority. They guard the nest entrance and together steal food from the Atlantic puffin. When panicked, an Atlantic puffin accidentally crawled into a burrow that was not its own. The red-billed gull noticed this too and waited at the entrance of the cave. You can't stay long in a lair that doesn't belong to you. His baby is still in the nest. Wait for the food he brings back. He mustered up the courage to rush out. The red-billed gulls guarding the entrance of the cave began to swarm up, grab food from the mouth of the Atlantic puffin. Fortunately, he brought back enough food. The red-billed gulls only took a small part. His children will not go hungry either. Nowadays, marine ecosystems are severely damaged. Atlantic puffins' food sources are also gradually depleted. They have to go farther to find food, plus being brutally robbed by other birds. It's even harder for Atlantic puffins to raise their young to adulthood. Here is the world. Explore interesting things in this magical world with you. Thank you for your attention.